Out here, trust isn't optional. It's essential. That's why crew around the world rely on Asperton Insurance Advisors. Built by former yacht crew, we know the risks, and we know how to protect you. Medical emergencies, mental health, active lifestyles. We've got you covered 24/7. Discreet support, personal service, global reach. Asperton Insurance Advisors, designed for life at sea. Visit asperton.com today.
Welcome to your 5 minutes of self-care. So, my name is Geraldine Hardy, and I'm going to give you some insights on how to take care of yourself. For those of you who know me, they have an idea or get a glimpse of that I have been traveling a lot. I've lived in many different countries, and transformation and change are my topics that I love to cover, and changing your belief patterns. Now, today I'd like to speak to you about your voice, communications, and why this is key to self-care. When and if we are not able to set our boundaries with our words, the choice of words, our voice, the tonality, body language, then we are not able to change our lives. Yeah, I know, that sounds a little bit harsh, but that's the key. When you have grown up as a child and your parents have told you all the time, do not speak up so loud, don't say anything, stay quiet, it's not your time to speak, do not interrupt. We get conditioned between 0 and 7 years of our life to really not use our voice. And that can actually come to serious diseases like the thyroid, the gland, and within the philosophy of yoga and energetically speaking, we're speaking about the Vishuddha chakra, this chakra, that we're not able to express ourselves and not able to educate other people how to treat us and how to set our boundaries. Within self-care, and this is also in the course that you find on my website, geraldinehardy.com, a course dedicated for anyone who wants to take care of themselves, including tools, how you can voice things up, vibration frequency, nervous system, immune system regulation. This is all comprehensive. It belongs all together. And the voice is very important. And many of us now, in my generation of women, we may have lost our voice, not only once, but many times in our lives. I'll give you an example. When I found myself in a situation, I remember in Bali, I used to teach yoga in Bali, and I came there because my ex-partner was not entirely legally in what he did with his trading. And I felt like I needed to stay by his side. I need to stay loyal and in integrity, but actually to the detriment of my own health, my own mental, emotional, and physical well-being. And I remember the times when it went really bad for us and we hit rock bottom and he lost a lot of money. I literally lost my voice. I had no voice. I couldn't teach yoga anymore. Now I'm in this sanctuary, in this retreat center in Bali, teaching yoga in Canggu, and I had no voice. And it happened many times in that relationship. And now, after so many years, I realized you lost your voice because you did not want to speak up. Divine spirits, whatever you want to call it, has pretty much just cut your voice because you were not ready to speak up. You were not ready to set your boundaries. You were not ready to speak up for yourself. You were not ready to fight for your own life and understanding that you shouldn't sacrifice your life for someone else. But this is my generation. We were brought up this way or conditioned this way to believe that we would be the women behind the man, a strong man. that never really worked out for myself, and it most likely will not have worked out. I mean, obviously, yes, if there's someone that you meet and he's on par with you and as strong as you, fair enough. But sacrificing yourself and your voice can be detrimental to your health. And I have met many women these days who literally have been taking their thyroid out, have been, I did not know that there are so many women out there, especially after the COVID vaccinations, that the thyroid has been taken out. And this is a key organ in our system, for our immune system, for our hormones, for the endocrine system, for women going through change in the menopause. And it's the Vishuddha chakra. It's this energetic point, which is important. It's a very, very important factor. And you will see that if you do not have a voice, it will be translated anywhere in your life. This will be translated not only in your private life, but in your professional life. The bosses that you will attract, the colleagues that you will attract, because that lesson will always be there. How can you voice out your boundaries? How can you express yourself with respect towards the other, with love and kindness and compassion towards yourself and the other? And this is not that easy. So I'm offering you for the next podcast and episode a great interview with Alicia. She was actually my coach when I used to work in pharmaceuticals, to be able to speak in front of a room full of investors in Germany and also in different languages, to be able to speak publicly. And she's a great coach based in Monaco and caters to also different clients, corporate, also yachties, and how communication is important on board of a vessel and obviously on shore also. Namaha, namaste.